By the way, my apologies to any Final Fantasy VI fans, because in these videos I'm basically trashing these games. I should probably say that I'm not trashing these games because I hate them. Yes, it's a little bit of that, but I trash it because I love it. You know, let me make a comparison to like the Phoenix Wright games. I love those Phoenix Wright games, but I trash those games a lot because I like them. You know, say, the character of Mia Fey. I love her, but the game series is really mean to her. They treat her like eye candy most of the time, rather than making her an actual character who does stuff. And so, I tend to trash the game for being mean to her character. Because I love her character, because I'm a big fan of the game. Whereas somebody who doesn't like the games wouldn't care. And so, try to keep that in mind, try to transfer that over to my complaints about Final Fantasy VI. It's because I'm kind of concerned about the game, that's why I'm complaining about it. You know, for example, like the storyline about King Kevin and his brother. You know, his brother left the kingdom, his brother was supposed to become king, but he left the kingdom after their parents died, and he left Kevin to become the king. That's an interesting storyline. I am interested in that storyline. The game doesn't follow up on that. We have one cutscene about it in the first part of the game, and we never see it again. We never hear anything about the rest of the backstory or what happens to Mateo. So, I'm complaining because I was interested and then I just got totally left hanging. I'm not complaining because I totally hate it and I think it's stupid. It's not that. At least I'm trying to make it so it's not that. I'm trying to do constructive criticism, and I'm probably failing drastically. Just like I'm failing drastically at this boss fight. Right now I'm fighting the 8, I still don't remember, 7 or 8 dragons. Now these are the versions of the dragons that you saw in the bonus dungeon, the Dragon's Den. You know, we have the 3 extra copies of the Ice Dragon, as opposed to the Ice Dragon you saw over the course of the game. I don't remember where you fought the Ice Dragon over the course of the game, but, you know, now we're playing the improved, more difficult versions of the various dragons. So that means these fights are going to take much longer. I guess the creators of the game decided this game was not long enough already. It's what, 60 hours long? Okay, that right there, that was a complaint because I don't like the game for being way too long. I think they could have cut out a lot of this stuff that makes the game long. Like perhaps the storyline about Kevin and his brother. I mean, that was interesting, right? But they don't follow up on it, so why was it in the game? Was it to provide... I guess it was to provide backstory and give a little depth to the characters, but... Does Mateo really have any lines in the game after that? He has a couple of lines with Alex, aka Gao, you know, the crazy guy on the belt, but besides for that, he's really not important to the plot, so it's not like it's super necessary to give him backstory. Unless, of course, I missed out on it. But I don't think that's the case. Whoops, having trouble with the magic screen again. I seem to have a lot of trouble with the magic screen. When you reach the world of Ruin, you're supposed to get backstory for all your characters. Like when we meet the gambler person in the world of Ruin, we get the backstory about his girlfriend Doril. And when we reach the world of Ruin and we meet the thief, we get the backstory about his girlfriend, Rachel. But when we, you know, get to the world of Ruin and we reach Mateo, the king's brother, we see him holding up a burning building, and then he just joins up with Lizzo, just joins up with her party, that's all. There's no backstory involved in finding him in the world of Ruin, so... That's what I'm talking about. It's like a lost opportunity. They had the opportunity to have some backstory for that character. Wow, why am I still having trouble with the magic menu? It's not like it's very, unintuitive. You just pick the spell you want to use. It's not that difficult, Michael. You can figure it out. I'm gonna go for a level 4 Bushido right here. Of course, I imagine all my comments I'm making about the backstory for these characters could be just completely wrong. That's always a possibility. Like with the backstory for the thief, his girlfriend, Rachel. He has a dead girlfriend, Rachel. Apparently, you're supposed to know about this before you enter the world of ruin. I didn't see that anywhere. Just personally speaking, I didn't encounter that particular storyline anywhere in the game, so it was a complete shock, and I was completely confused when the game's like, oh, now we're going to his girlfriend. I'm like, girlfriend? He has a girlfriend? And what was he doing spending all this time flirting with Lizzo? Actually, I don't think you should be flirting with Lizzo at all. It's clearly, Locke and Tara all the way. I mean, that's how the game starts out, is, she's lying on the bed and he's all, ooh, look at her, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. I have to help her. I have to help her. And this level 4 Bushido is an awesome technique. Unless I'm mistaken, this is allowing me to do more than 9999 damage on each turn. Why did I not figure out about this earlier? Why doesn't the game tell you about this? Why doesn't it give you like a list of what the various Bushido attacks are and their various effects? Because you'll notice whenever I do like a level 3 Bushido, something happens, but I don't know what. He doesn't attack. I don't know if he just increases his strength or something. The game doesn't tell you. Yep, we're gonna need some re-raising. Now see, this is a particularly mean challenge to fight all these dragons in a row. Because it's easy to, well, how can I put it? It's impossible to prepare for each battle, right? Say I want to prepare for the Earth Dragon battle. That's going to be different than how I would prepare for the Fire Dragon battle. And I can't switch my equipment and gear in between the battles, so it's kind of hard to prepare accurately for 8 completely different battles, 8 completely different bosses, all in a row, and be completely prepared and have no problems whatsoever. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh no, Earth Dragon becomes enraged. That's when he does all these attacks in a row. Okay, hold on a second. Huh? Hold on a second, my game is acting weird. Sorry about that. I have trouble with the controls for this game. Yeah, the controls are just... I'm not sure if the controls are tricky in and of themselves, or if it's just because they did a bad job of porting it from the SNES version to the Game Boy Advance version, but it seems to me that the controls could have been better. They could have taken advantage of the right and left-hand trigger buttons, or at least made better use of them. Because I'm still having trouble with the controls, and I've been playing this game for, like 40 hours. Not in a row, but still, I've been playing this game for a long time, and I still don't have the control scheme down. stands to reason that they probably could have made the control scheme a little bit easier to master. Either that or I'm just a horrible video game player.